Good morning, students. Students, do you know him? Yes, you will immediately say he is Abdul Kalam. Students, today we are going to talk about him. We will know his life story and what are his achievements. Abdul Kalam was the 11th President of India. But he is not famous only because he was the President of India. He is famous because he is a renowned scientist of India and he is known as Missile Man of India. First of all, we know about him. His full name is Dr. Abul Pakir Jainuddin Abdul Kalam. So it is a big name, a long name. So he is known in short as Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Full name is Dr. Abul Pakir Jainuddin Abdul Kalam. Children, Abdul Kalam was born on 15th of October 1931. He was born in the place called Rameshwaram. It is in Tamil Nadu. And he died on 27th of July 2015 in Shillong. Actually, he was giving a lecture. He had gone there to Shillong to give a lecture in IIM. And while he stood in the dais to deliver his speech, he suffered heart attack and he fell down over there only. And then immediately he was rushed to hospital and unfortunately he died. So he died in Shillong. Student, Abdul Kalam's father was a boat owner and he was also an imam of the local mosque. He came from a very humble background. Now what do you mean by humble background? Very ordinary person. Actually, it so happened that his father, he had a boat and he was a boat owner, as I just said to you. Once there was a cyclone in Rameshwaram because it is a coastal region situated near the coast of Bay of Bengal. And there was a cyclone and in that cyclone his father's boat was broken. So he did not have any income. Naturally he earned his living through that boat and it was broken and he is very poor that he could not repair at once. So what happened, this Abdul Kalam, they were a big family actually, and he decided that he would earn some thing and help his father. At that time he was a young boy of 12 to 14 years and he was going to school. So he told his father that he want to earn some money. Then his father was not at all agreeing to it because he wanted that his son should study. But he said, I will not disturb my study, I will continue with my study. By the side I want to do this. Now they are not so rich that they can earn some good sum of money. So what he did, you know children? He collected tamarind seeds. Tamarind, you know, imli. He collected tamarind seeds and went to the market and sold those seeds and earned some money. And that he used to give to his father. Then he found that that money is also not enough. His father was finding a tough time to run the family. So he had a cousin brother who was the not owner, but he had a dealership of newspaper. The person who must have seen people coming to your house to deliver the newspaper. So he is a delivery boy, but the one who is running that business, his cousin brother was running that business. So he approached his brother, he asked his brother that can I go and deliver newspaper every day. His brother was little apprehensive, it's doubtful that he had to go to school in the afternoon. He was selling these things. He said no, early in the morning, because newspaper comes very early in the morning. So he used to get at 4 o'clock in the morning, take the newspaper, took the newspaper from that office and delivered to everybody's house, and that way he earned some money. Then he sold those turmeric seeds in the market, and then he used to go to school. After coming back from school, he used to help his mother, and then he used to study. In this way he studies. His early life was full of struggle. His parents did not have enough money to give him a good education, but he tried. He kept on studying very hard because he had interest in studies. And in this way he studied physics in St. Joseph College in Tiruchirappalli, and that is in Tamil Nadu only. He studied there, and then he got the engineering degree in aeronautical engineering. Aeronautical. Now what is aeronautical? A-E-R-O-N-A-U-T-I-C-A-L. Aeronautical engineering from IIT Madras. That is the most prestigious institute of India, those IITs. Now aeronautical means those who study about aeroplanes, airplanes and their mechanism. Okay, so he became an engineer, and then he joined the Defense Research and Development Organization, those who deal with the armed forces, defense. This army, navy and air force, they use all these various weapons for defending the country. So that organization he joined, where they do the research work, new weapons, they do research and they start producing it. So this Defense Research and Development Organization, and he became a scientist over there. And there he came in contact with a very renowned scientist, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. He was also a famous scientist in that organization, and actually he is from Ahmedabad. And then he's a space scientist, and there Sarabhai had a key role. He had a great influence in his life of Dr. Abdul Kalam, and then he became the famous scientist in ISRO, and we are going to talk about it. Students, as I told you that Abdul Kalam, he first joined after graduating from IIT Madras as aeronautical engineer. His first job was that he joined as a scientist in Defense Research Development Organization, DRDO, and his first work he did was designing helicopter for Indian Army. So Indian Army, the Navy, Air Force, they all need all these things. These helicopters, missiles and other defense materials they need. So he was his first job was to design a helicopter for Indian Army. Then there he came in contact with Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who was a space scientist, and there he got influenced by Vikram Sarabhai, and he had a great role in his life, and then he joined as a scientist in ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. As you know, ISRO is doing a lot of work in India, as they have sent satellites to space, in the moon, Chandrayaan, and now Mangalyaan in the Mars. So all these things, you know, they are doing a great job for our country. And in 1969, he joined ISRO, and he was a project director of first satellite. And the first satellite actually India made. India made it itself. That indigenous satellite is made here in the country itself without taking help of other great countries like USA, or at that time USSR was a renowned country and they did a lot of work in space research. So that first satellite, Rohini, was launched in Earth's orbit in 1980, and that he was one of the great key members of and scientists of that ISRO. Children, Abdul Kalam is known as Missile Man of India. You know, the army, they use missiles because missiles are powerful weapons that can be sent to distances. Means you can see this, he is known as the Missile Man of India, because these missiles were named as 5 missiles: Nam, Prithvi, Akash, Trishul and Agni. They were all locally made by Indians, means not taking the help of any other country, indigenous missiles. And he was the man who was behind all this research and making of these missiles. The first 5 missiles made by India, and he was the one who is the chief director of that mission. Okay, and so he is known as the Missile Man of India. Later on, he became the scientific advisor of Government of India. Scientific advisor means he used to give, like government needs different advices and planning and chalking of programs for the betterment and defending our country. So he became the defense advisor. Okay, and later, and that is when he proposed a countrywide plan called Technology Vision 2020. His vision, his dream was that how would be India in 2020, the year we are going to. So he had planned. Now, without planning, without programming, without having a vision, you cannot develop and take the advancement to that level. So he was that advisor of Government of India. Next, he became the 11th President of India after K.R. Narayanan, and he was President from 2002 to 2007. Okay, from 2002 to 2007 he was the 11th President of India, and he was the first scientist to become president, and even he was a bachelor. Now, what is bachelor? A person who has not married. So he was man of principles. He never enjoyed any luxury when he was in Rashtrapati Bhavan. He came with a suitcase when he his term was over as a president. He left with a suitcase only. He was man, a very simple, humble man who never enjoyed all the luxuries and facilities which other people in the office they enjoy. And he was a very successful man. He is known as the people's president, because common man could approach him. He came, he was very popular among children. He gave many speeches, lectures, and he came close to children. And after his term as a president was over, he went all over India giving speeches and interacting with the people and motivating the children to be a scientist or do something for the country. So his life is really a memorable one, and he was awarded Bharat Ratna Award, the highest Indian award given to a civilian. Civilian means not the army people, the civilians. We are the civilians honor. And on his 79th birthday, he was born on 15th of October. So on that 79th birthday, it was recognized as Students' Day by the United Nations, UN, recognized all over the world. Now he was a great writer also. He wrote many books, and I have one book with me, like Mission India, and he has inspired many thought. And this Wings of Fire, India 2020, many books are written, and this is a book, Wings of Fire, written by Abdul Kalam. We have many books of Abdul Kalam in our library. When you come back, children, you can read it. Okay, and as I told you that he died in Shillong on 27th of July while giving a speech in Ireland there, and he passed away. And we remember him, Abdul Kalam. He did many things. He was the scientist. He was the first who programmed the satellites, missiles, and he was a great writer, president, and he was a common man, very close to people. So we all remember and pay respect to this great man of India. Thank you.